I have not seen him or heard from him, Your Honor. Sorry?
I can update you on that. I talked to him on the phone a few minutes ago. Tells me he got his court dates mixed up and he's at work.
Yeah, well, he's done that 5 times. Unless he gets here today. That's what he said on the 30th. He said confusion between me and my attorney. See how he blamed it on his attorney? City of Lansing versus Richard Greenman, 20-01645. Is Richard Greenman here?
It's not here.
City of Lansing versus Rodney Terry, 25-00102, 181 and 204. Council appearance.
Catherine Nichols Linedecker for the city. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Terry. I have not seen him, nor have I been able to make contact.
City of Lansing versus Frederick Williams, 25L2915051. Appearance, please.
Catherine Nichols Linedecker for the city. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Williams, who joins us via Zoom.
Is that Mr. Williams, please start your video.
I'm his son, Judge, and I'm trying to get the video started, but we're having some issues with it. It's telling me to refresh the browser, and I've refreshed a few times, and the video seems to not start.
Okay, I'm not sure what. It went in, but then you went out.
Yep, it keeps doing that.
You might need to download the app.
We definitely don't have the app. That's it. We are on the browser.
It is a free app to download. If you're able to take a couple of minutes to do that, that might help.
Okay, we'll try and download the app.
Okay, let me write this down. Okay, City of Lansing versus James Bear, 25-00185, 25L290-151. Appearance.
Catherine Nichols Linedecker for the city. Your Honor, this is Mr. Bear, who joins us on Zoom. It is my understanding that he was denied from the Public Defender's Office for representation. He has expressed some interest in at least learning about that appeal process. But moving forward, the offer for Mr. Bear was that with proof of attendance and successful completion of a basic driver improvement course, then the city would offer for the admission of responsibility as for failure to stop within a shared clear distance and amend the failure to stop an ID at PD accident to a 257.622 with restitution reserved.
Okay, can you put that on a piece sheet for me when you get a chance?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Bear wants to appeal the denial, is that correct?
I would ask Mr. Bear directly that.
Mr. Bear, can you hear me?
Sure. Appeal the denial of representation.
Correct. Are you employed, sir?
Yes. Yeah, I don't see any need to appeal that.
You want to appeal or you don't want to appeal?
I don't want to appeal, Your Honor.
Okay, do you want to have time to hire an attorney to advise you on this, or did you want to waive your right to counsel and represent yourself?
I will just represent.
Okay, and so the offer was for you to provide some proof and evidence that you're attending a basic driver improvement course. Do you intend to avail yourself of that offer? If so, I'll adjourn this to allow you to go seek and enroll yourself in a basic driving improvement course.
Yes, here.
Let me get your new date. Give me 30 days.
We do March 25th at 10.
March 25th, at what time?
10.
At 10. Have any questions for the court today, sir?
Just, I assume I'll get a letter with the meeting number and everything, like you.
Correct, you'll log in the same way you logged in today, but you will get a notice to appear in the mail. But
Right.
should something happen to your mail, because it often sometimes occurs, you've been
Yep.
notified on the record of the date, so please make sure you calendar that appropriately.
Yep, I've already got it written down here.
Very good. Do you have any questions for the court at this time, sir?
No, I do not.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing further, thank you.
Thank you. You're all set, Mr. Beard. City of Lansing versus Zachary Bobo, 25-00079. Appearance, please.
Catherine Nichols Linedecker for the city.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Bobo.
Okay, Mr. Bobo has a blood alcohol content of over 0.17 grams. How are we proceeding today?
Your Honor, Mr. Bobo needs to complete a substance abuse assessment so that we can further negotiations with the city. Providing him with a list of providers, and we hope to have it done within a few weeks if we can adjourn it.
April 8th at 8:30.
April 8th at 8:30. Do you have any questions for the court today, Mr. Bobo? Okay. Any additional matters for the record today?
Your Honor, I would only note that part of the consideration for a potential reduction would be attending monthly AA courses from here on out.
Okay, that's noted. Any additional matters, counsel?
Nothing further, thank you.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set. Did you have that police sheet?
Oh, I did, sorry. Mary,
I just want to put it in the file, yeah.
I included my P number. I don't specifically remember writing it down. I'm sorry. Thank you, ma'am.
City of Lansing versus Shantae Edwards, 25-00068. Appearance for the record.
Catherine Nichols Linedecker for the city, Your Honor.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Ms. Edwards.
Ms. Edwards,
Yes.
Please start your video.
One second, I'm having problems. Hello?
I can see you now. Thank you. Today was the date that was scheduled for a pre-trial. This is failure to stop after property damage accident in a no ops. How are we proceeding?
This time we're requesting adjournment of at least a couple of weeks so that Ms. Edwards can get her license restored, which will then assist us with our negotiations with the city.
She was advised of the license restoration clinic.
Actually, Your Honor, she told me that she's very close to completing the process. She just needs to do some signatures.
Secretary says it's gonna be at the restoration clinic. No,
I will advise her that.
otherwise you gotta get an appointment.
We've not discussed it yet, but I will definitely bring that to her attention.
Okay. Ms. Edwards, there is going to be a license restoration clinic That's gonna be hosted at Union Missionary Baptist Church on March 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you're seeking to try to get your license restored, it might be advantageous for you to attend that, okay?
Okay.
During that time frame, and see if you can get assistance in getting your license restored. I'm gonna reset this matter to a date after that clinic date, okay?
Okay.
March 25th at 10.
March 25th at 10.
25th. Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any questions for the court?
No.
Any additional matters, counsel?
Nothing further, thank you.
We're all set, ma'am. City of Lansing versus Kyla Goins, 25-00040, 25L2909731 and 732. Appearance, please.
Catherine Nichols Landecker.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Goins, who joins us via Zoom.
Okay, Ms. Goins is scheduled for a pretrial for driving while license is suspended. I have two explanation hearings, one's for speeding, 11 to 15 over the speed limit, and a no insurance. Let's see, what's the offer on this? Or do we need time to allow her to get her license restored?
It was a couple of dates, Your Honor. She had provided proof of the insurance, which I sent over to Ms. Nichols Landecker a few moments ago, so I think she's still checking on that. In regards to the license, yes, Ms. Goins does need a little bit of additional time there. I've provided the information about the license restoration clinic to her already.
We have no objection to that course of action.
March 25th at 10.
And is that going to be this was the insurance? Yes.
Okay, what are we doing with the no insurance?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking the prosecutor on the matter. She's provided evidence of the,
Insurance.
what's going on with that in the speeding.
I think Ms. Nichols Landecker, as long as she's confirmed that it's the correct vehicle, it will be a dismissal of that. And I believe she wants the speeding held on for negotiation pending what happens with the license.
That is accurate, thank you. My apologies, Your Honor.
No problem.
Your Honor, we would ask that we maintain that.
Continue the no insurance
Yes,
to
ma'am.
the next court
Yes,
date.
please. Make some further investigation, maybe advantageous for the event.
Okay, all three matters will be reset for March 25th at 10. Do you have any questions for the court today, Ms. Goins?
Yes. Why is my court date getting pushed back?
Did you hear what was going on? Did you
I
hear
can
what I
barely
said
hear.
on the record?
No, I
Oh,
can.
okay.
Your Honor.
No, you don't, she's talking to me, I can address her back. Like, your court date's being pushed back because your attorney advised that you're going to make an effort to get a license so that they
Oh,
can
yes.
negotiate.
Yes, ma'am.
So we gotta give you time to do that. And she told you about the license restoration clinic, so she wants you to go to that.
I didn't hear about that. What's that?
Okay,
I sent you an email on it. We didn't discuss it in a breakout room. I sent you an email.
And what is that?
check your email.
Let me check it, because I don't know what that is.
You're gonna check it off the court time though. Do you have any other questions for the court?
Do I have to go to that?
You do not. It's up to you. That's just a resource to help you get your license restored, and then there'll be resources there to assist in the event that there's fines and costs that you may need help paying for. That's what they're doing that for, but that's up to you.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. You're all set.
Thank you, bye-bye.
All right.
To her credit, I didn't mention it in the breakout room. I remembered it
I'm not
after
worried about
discussion. So I just sent her an email.
It's just, sometimes my people just do much.
Flowers speaks here, however, she doesn't speak English, the interpreter was requested, and no one has checked in for her.
Let's see. Did we get confirmation and responding requested?
It's in JIS, I will contact Ms. Bonnie.
City of Lansing versus Samuel Hernandez, 25-00180 and 25L2909761762. Council appearance.
After Nichols Lineker for the city, your honor.
Your Honor, first record on behalf of Mr. Hernandez, he's on his way up here.
Oh, okay,
That's it.
no problem. City of Lansing versus Kevin McDonald, 23-02258. Appearance, please.
After Nichols Lineker for the city.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. McDonald, who is standing to my right.
Mr. McDonald has a no ops in possession. Was this resolved, or do we need time to get it resolved?
We'll be needing some time, Your Honor. He is going to be attending the Road to Restoration Clinic. I think he's going to be registering online after he leaves today.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know nothing about it.
Well, lucky you had court today, and I'm sure Ms. Sutter, she's the reason why I know about it, because I didn't know the date either. So I hope you will attend that and that they are able to help you. Let's see, I'm going to reset your matter until after that.
March 25th at 10:30.
March 25th at 10:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. We'll get you a notice to appear. You have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, any additional matters, council?
Nothing further.
You're all set. sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. City of Lansing versus Sonia Palmer, 24L29077472. Is Sonia Palmer present?
No one has checked in.
Understand why sometimes no ops has the actual file folder, sometimes they don't. Like, I need to know the method to how they decide what's getting a folder. and
If you
what's
start
not.
asking those kinds of questions, they'll never stop.
Because, exactly. Let's see, bench, I thought it was only gonna be like civil infractions that were like this, but. Remember that conversation you and I had yesterday about logic?
Yeah,
It doesn't apply here.
it's thinning out, we
Thank
see
you.
nowadays.
I understand that Ms. Palmer will be receiving a personal invitation to return to the court.
Absolutely, we
Thank you.
will make sure that is put in the law enforcement information network to inform her of such.
And I don't believe she has counsel on that.
No, she does not. Let's see here.
Much to.
Joshua Rhodes present.
Man, we did not check in.
Anyone have contacted Mr. Rhodes? That's unfortunate.
The same invitation for Mr. Rhodes as well.
Yeah, it looks like he was already warned.
It
by
was
Judge
yesterday.
Buchanan,
Oh.
it says in the note about him getting a PR, even though he had failed to appear. But he was only a day late then, so maybe he'll come tomorrow. If he does, I'll just, I'll try to accommodate him. See if we can get someone on the Zoom.
Should be available for the city cases.
I don't believe I have any conflicting court dates. I think it's gonna be in the future, Mr. Raleigh, but I don't have any conflicting court hearings tomorrow.
Really, Judge Buchanan already has Sutter
Right, so
on both these files.
every single city case is mine right now, but half of them are being reassigned
Oh,
now that I've
okay.
been given a partner. It just hasn't happened yet. But I suspect Mr. Raleigh has hearings tomorrow and I don't.
Do the rings.
That's, yeah, I thought, I don't, so. sacrifice of time.
Well, and I don't have to do it either, because we did them last week. Let's see. That was. Did I miss someone? Oh, we needed an interpreter for whom? Gonzalez. But no interpreter. Hernandez was on his way upstairs.
Zanika is here.
Hernandez is here.
No, Zanika.
And I'm talking about Hernandez. It's a lot of stairs.
Hernandez is.
Hernandez?
Oh, no, no.
You've got Gonzalez. Okay.
Gonzalez is here.
Okay, looks like Mr. Williams has video now. City of Lansing versus Frederick Williams. 25L29155051.
Catherine Nichols, line director for the city.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter, swearing today on behalf of Mr. Frederick Williams, who joins us via Zoom.
Mr. Williams is here for improper plate violation. Mr. Williams, can you hear us? I see your head. Okay, you are muted. Can someone assist you with unmuting? Thank you. How are we resolving this matter?
Your Honor, I think at this time it's going to be a plea as charged, and we'd be requesting fines only in this file. Unfortunately, due to some medical concerns, Mr. Williams is unable to drive and does not own a vehicle at this time. So we can't reach compliance on this.
Yeah, no, the improper plate is always fines only. There's a standard fine for it.
Just force
I don't
it, Your Honor.
even pick the fine. You want to plead guilty to improper plate, Mr. Williams?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony that you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You do have the right in this matter to proceed to a trial, and you have the right to jury trial, and you have the right to require the prosecutor approve each element of the charge of improper plate beyond a reasonable doubt. You can remain silent at that trial, and they cannot use the silence against you. You can waive silence and testify at your trial if you'd like. You also can have witnesses subpoenaed to testify on your behalf and present evidence at trial that you believe show a defense to this charge. These are all rights you would have to give up in order to plead guilty to the charge of improper plate. You want to do that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Anyone threatening you to give these rights up?
No, ma'am.
Any promises being made in exchange for you pleading guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, as to improper plate, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
Factual basis.
Thank you. Mr. Williams, on or about January 3rd of 2025, were you operating a vehicle on or near North Larch Street and East Saginaw Street?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan?
Yes, ma'am.
And at that time, were you driving a vehicle that did not have valid plates on it?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Any questions from the city?
Nothing further, thank you.
Okay, I'll accept your plea and find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. Your fine is $205. When will you be able to pay that?
Ma'am, due to my income and my status of my income, I only have $70 once I pay out my rent and all my utilities every month.
You said you
I'm
lost
on-
the status of your income?
No, I haven't lost it. I get SSI.
Okay.
First,
And you
first and
said-
the third is the only time I have money, man.
So how much you think you can afford to pay? Let her know. What
I
you
think, Your Honor, what I talked about before was after he pays his rent, he only has about $70 additional income. I told him to think about perhaps a monthly amount that he could pay.
Correct. This is recent. This was from January 3rd, 2025 at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I don't know if where he was going, to hospital or something, but he's got business at 2 o'clock in the morning. He's gonna make it his business to figure out a payment plan on this.
So, Mr. Williams, after we talked, did you think of a number that you could pay every month towards this?
$20, ma'am. Then I have 50 every month.
You can do less. Yeah, I'll let you do $10 a month if that works better for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In the name of Jesus.
Someone bring it to you, Judge.
I'll bring those payments down to court building.
You can, come down to the court office if you'd like and pay at the criminal traffic window. You can mail a check or money order to the court. You would make sure your case number is on there. Or you can go on the court website and pay online. However, it does attach a fee to the transaction if you do it over the website, okay?
I can't go that route. I'm already on paying the bills right now, man.
Okay, what day of the month are you gonna be able to pay? I'm gonna make your payment due in March.
The person the third, it has to be the third, man.
I'll note that you'll make your payment beginning the 3rd of each month. Any additional
Your Honor.
matter for the record, counsel? No problem.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set. Let's see, Mr. Blackman, your client here now?
Yes, he is.
Okay, City of Lansing versus Samuel Hernandez, 25-00180, and 25L29097161 and 762. Appearance, please.
Catherine Nichols Linedecker for the city, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Clerk Blackman, on behalf of Mr. Hernandez, Judge, I talked with the city attorney. We're requesting adjournment. Paperwork to the city attorney, and we'll be able to resolve it the next time.
How much time do you need?
The 4 weeks, Judge, whatever the court.
March 23rd. Is March 23rd at 11 work?
That works good.
Resend it till that date and time. Do you have any questions for the court, Mr. Hernandez? Are you gonna be on time on March 25th at 11? Mr. Blackman was waiting for you, very patient.
I know.
So patient, I thought you were here.
I got a stack of mail on the table. He sent me a letter. I had a stack of mail. I just overlooked it.
Okay, sounds good. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further. Thank you.
Nothing, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set. Thank you. George Zuniga is here.
Yes, he is here to say that.
City of Lansing versus Jorge Zuniga, 24-01453.
Nichols Linedecker for the city.
Mr. Zuniga, today's the date that's scheduled for a probation violation arraignment. I do have a violation here from February 18th. states here that you have failed to submit to a tether per JSG monitoring scram. There was a confirmed tamper receipt that began at 10:12 a.m. on the 11th of February and ended at 12:22 a.m. on February 13th, 2025, preventing your alcohol levels to be tested by the tether. You're currently already scheduled for, I believe, a probation violation hearing for similar action. March, is that 11? March 11th at 1:15. And so we're gonna set this matter for hearing at the same date and time. You have the right to be represented by an attorney and the right to have evidence put on the record to establish your guilt as to the violations that's been alleged against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you want an attorney on this matter as well?
Yes.
And Your Honor, my office has already reviewed an application and submitted it. We'll send an additional appearance for this.
Very good. Okay, so we'll continue into the next court date, which is gonna be March 11th. My understanding is outside of that, you've been engaging in your treatment and completing your 12-step program still?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any questions for the court?
No.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing further. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Just, Your Honor, if you don't mind, I do think it's helpful for the court to know, he did go to JSG. They did find that the monitor was far too loose. They have tightened it and put it on the other leg for him.
Sounds good. Very good. You're all set. For today, we'll get you a notice in
I
just
got-
a
Quick question.
yes.
I saw my probation officer last week. I had completed some community service hours for the collections I owed. She told me to mention that, can I do what I owe for fees? Do that? Community service hours or no?
I'm sorry, you saw your probation officer because you did what?
I reported last week, but I asked her if I could do community service hours for my fees. She told me to ask you.
Are you employed?
No,
Why not?
my car was broke down and just I got my own business. Yes, I am employed.
You said what? You
I
have
got my
what?
own business. Yep, heating and cooling, refrigeration, HVAC.
So you are employed.
Yep,
So then what's the problem?
I ain't got that much work right now.
Let's see.
I just barely started my business. So I'm trying to get a 9 to 5. My vehicle's broke down. I just got money to fix it. I gotta get my tags and we'll be obtaining a job, 9 to 5.
I'm just looking for the judgment. sentence here. Yes, please. So your fines and costs were because you owe $293.80 to the Lansing Police Department for restitution. You have to pay that. And you also have to pay your oversight fee. There's a crime victim right and a state minimum cost. So I actually did not assess any discretionary fines for you.
Okay, so I gotta pay.
Yes.
Okay.
However, you've been making payments, sir?
Yes, I have.
Okay, let's see here. It doesn't tell me that you've been making payments. It
Oh, is it?
tells me that I put you on probation in 2024, correct?
Yes.
It
October
says that your
21st.
balance is still $613. The original balance was $688.
I was in collections for something else and I got child support. That's what I said. I did community service hours, got that knocked down. So I've been trying to pay what I have to. I have to get my vehicle fixed. I gotta get tags, insurance, child support.
Okay.
So I'm
Got it.
trying, I got my vehicle fixed
You've
now.
not been violated for not paying your fines. Even at the end of this, my primary concern is always whether or not you are doing the programming, abstaining from substances that you're not supposed to be, abstaining, that is, from substances that you're not supposed to be having. And then we deal with the fines and costs later. And so if you are compliant otherwise, and then at the end of the probationary period, the issue that I have left is that hypothetically, let's say you still owe $613, then I can work with you as to how you'll get the balance outside of the restitution taken care of. The restitution you gotta pay, okay? So I would continue, also part of your conditions is that you're supposed to be employed. So you need to get some employment and you're providing evidence of that to your probation officer,
And
okay?
then I showed my business card.
I get that, but that's not sufficient evidence. They want to see paycheck, pay stub. We gotta know that you're making some money.
Okay.
I could go to Staples right now and print a business card. Doesn't mean that that's my job. You gotta provide proof that you're employed. That's what we said.
Yep.
And so, but you've not been violated for that either. So nonetheless, we gotta work through some other issues, which have been the violations relative to the substance abuse, okay?
Yep.
Do you have any questions other than that? Is that a no?
No, man.
Any additional matters, council?
Nothing further, thank you.
Okay, you're all set.
Thank you.
Does the court require an additional appearance for this, or is the one I filed in his hearing last week sufficient?
That's sufficient.
Okay, thank you.
It's fine, just reply. I'm just gonna have to interpret the time, so.
Mr. Brunette, are you here on behalf of Mr. Smith?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let's see here. I don't see anybody here for Scott White or Wait. I see COL/ACA. Who's that?
That's me, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I don't see anyone for Scott Wait. This was supposed to be for a discovery hearing. Was there a, this is a reset or? Okay, do you want a show cause to issue on this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll note that you'll, or you or Mr. Smith will file a motion for show cause to be granted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because it was personally served, the subpoena, would service by mail be okay for the show cause?
That's correct.
Okay.
Andrea Graham present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so this is for show cause after bench warrant. Let's see, Mr. Brunette, do you want to meet with her privately?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Okay, let me swear her in. Ms. Graham, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm that you'll answer the questions truthfully and honestly under the penalty of perjury.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm gonna put you in a private meeting room with Mr. Brunette so that you can provide the information they're seeking.
Okay, thank you.
Let's see. Sir, were you waiting for a court date? Sir,
I'm sorry.
were you waiting for a court date?
Yeah, yes, I have appearance at 2:30.
Okay, so 2 and 2:30, Joshua Fuller.
Yes, ma'am.
Who was that lady in the back?
That's Ms. Gonzalez.
interpreter's gonna log in.
Yes.
I'm like on base just. 21-2062. Okay, I see the interpreters here.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Did you need to meet with your client privately first, or are you ready to go?
Oh, we're ready.
Okay, sounds good. On the record, in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing
La gente de la ciudad de Lansing
versus Concepcion Gonzalez Castro,
en contra de Concepción González Castro.
5L2910002, council appearance.
100.
Catherine Nichols Linebacker for the city, Your Honor.
Para la ciudad, la abogada, la fiscalía.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Ms. Gonzalez Castro.
Jake, de parte de la señora Castro.
Okay, Mr. Villarreal, can you raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm that you'll interpret in the matter before the court completely and accurately and not divulge confidential communication, so help you God.
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. I think you're freezing a little bit, so I don't know
You're
if you
welcome.
want to stop your camera. If you stop
Okay,
your
hold
video,
on
it
just
might
a
help.
sec. Okay.
Okay,
I think I'm good now.
very good. Okay, today's the date that's scheduled for a pretrial for failure to display a valid license.
Hoy es la fecha para la audiencia por no demostrar una licencia de conducir.
How are we proceeding?
¿Cómo vamos a proceder?
Your Honor, my client is working on scoring her license.
Su señoría, mi cliente está lista para mostrar su licencia.
I have provided her with information about the upcoming restoration clinic.
Le he dado información para la clínica de restauración.
Believe if we adjourn this case to sometime after that March 11th date, we can have it complete.
Que si podemos poner este caso después del 11 de marzo.
March 25th at 10:30. March 25th at 10:30.
El 25 de marzo a las 10:30.
Do you have any questions for the court, ma'am?
¿Alguna pregunta, señora, para el juzgado?
No, no.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further from this.
Nada.
Okay.
Okay, you're all set for today.
Ya es todo para hoy. Gracias.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Is that all the any matters today?
Think so.
Is that accurate? I think so. I don't have
Okay.
any more files at least.
Sure.
Sounds good. Let me see. LBNB Funding LLC versus Joshua Fuller, 24-04681.
Good afternoon, Judge. Francesca Sergi on behalf of plaintiff P87205.
Sir, please state your name.
Joshua L. Fuller.
And you're proceeding without counsel today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled, and this is for a motion for summary disposition that was filed by the plaintiff's counsel. Did you receive a copy of that, sir?
I did receive a copy. They sent me also affidavit covering reporting this as fraud. I did not.
Okay, so they sent a fraud kit. Is that what they sent?
Yes, ma'am. And I faxed it back to them maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Do you
Okay.
want to see it or?
I do not. Counsel, did you receive his response to the fraud inquiry?
Yes, we did, Judge. So at this point today, we plaintiff would like to withdraw their motion for summary disposition and stip to dismiss this case without prejudice. And so we have the dismissal prepared based on the understanding that there was fraud involved. And we would ask if we have defendant's permission to sign that stipulation and get it filed with the court.
Explain that.
I can explain it.
Okay, thank you. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so they're moving to dismiss the case against you because of the fraud that's you noted. And so they just, the stipulation means agreed. You agree to let them sign your name to the dismissal.
Yes. Is it a way that I can get this reported to the credit bureau so that they can get it off of my, because it's on my credit report also. I need it removed.
My office isn't, sorry?
I'm gonna let you respond, counsel.
Okay, we're not a credit reporting agency, but I believe it would be shown as dismissed. And so I can't state for certain how that would show on your credit report.
I
It
get a
would,
copy of it? Oh, I'm sorry.
You'll get a copy
I
of
will
the
get a
dismissal
copy
for
and maybe
sure.
I can send that to them.
Correct. If they're not gonna report it because they're not a credit reporting agency, then you would be responsible for doing that. Once she submits the dismissal, it'll go through an electronic system to circulate to me, and then I'll sign it. Once I sign it, the clerk's office should mail you a copy. If you don't receive a copy, you should call them within the next week to get your copy, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record?
No, ma'am.
Anything else? for you,
Nothing.
Counsel?
Nothing further
You're
from
all-
plaintiff, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're all set, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Discovery hearing.
Kimberly Woods. Woods? It was canceled.
Austin sent us an email yesterday.
Ms. Woods, your matter was canceled. You're all set for today. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Oh, okay. Well, is it done or you got to reschedule it? What's going to happen?
My understanding is that the plaintiff's counsel called and said that they were all set, so you're done. They got the information they were looking for.
Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor, so much.
Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's see. Kevin Long present. Okay, Capital One versus Kevin Long, 24-06313. Appearance for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jeffrey Beers, P 41693 on behalf of plaintiff Capital One.
Okay, what is this? I've never seen this on base. My on base is telling me it's installing an update. This is not good. You gonna let me? No, of course not. Why would it let me
Try to
close?
open a document.
I can't open the document.
I think it's the updates for Adobe, so it's trying to download something there.
Yeah, but I can't even get out of the screen. That's what I was gonna try to do, but. This for a motion to set aside a default judgment, is that what this is for?
Correct. Defendant's motion.
How do I get out of this? Help me, Lord. Let's try this. Exit on base and start all over. It's whatever the motion wasn't it's the defendant's motion. Wait, let me exit on base. I need his motion. Okay, he's filed a motion to set aside default judgment. And he stated that he missed the court date because he was unaware and did not receive notice, and that he has honored and attended all other court dates, of course, not this one that he asked for. and would certainly have been there if he had received notice. He says that his meritorious defense is that there's a fraud and he has requested a fraud investigation. However, Mr. Long has failed to appear today, so the court's going to deny his motion.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll prepare an order and submit under 7 days.
Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Is Arturo Campos here? Okay. And who's representing Velocity Investments?
This is Attorney David Bader representing Velocity Investments on Arthur Campos.
Okay, Mr. Campos is present. This is a pretrial. So did you all already completed your pretrial statement?
Yeah, Your Honor, we have discussed this case, or he's discussed it with my office, and we agreed to a consent order of conditional dismissal without prejudice subject to reinstatement. That has been sent to him within the last few days, and once he gets it, we're hoping he signs it and returns it to us. We agreed to pay.
He said he's not received it.
Yeah, I think it was just sent out yesterday.
Okay, so check, and via email you're saying?
No, we sent it in the mail.
Oh, okay, so you got a conditional dismissal that's gonna be coming in the mail. I'm gonna have counsel put the terms on the record.
Is there any way I could get that emailed? I actually have to leave the country for about 5 weeks.
I'm gonna actually put this on the record right now. Counsel, do you have a copy of it?
Yes, this is what it says. The parties have agreed upon final settlement of the issues in the suit, and this order having been intended and submitted as an expression of the agreement. It is hereby ordered that 1, this case is dismissed without prejudice as defendant agrees to pay plaintiff through the offices of plaintiff's counsel the sum of $2,483. 2, defendant shall pay the sum referenced above as follows. Payments of $25 will begin on or before November 26, 2024, and shall continue on the 26th of each month through January 26, 2025. Beginning February 26, 2025, payments will increase to $267.55 and shall continue on the 26th day of each month until paid. 3, if the payments are timely made, this action will be dismissed with prejudice. 4, if defendants default on one payment, a consent judgment shall be entered against the defendant in the amount of $2,895.44 plus statutory post-judgment interest plus statutory attorney's fees and court costs, less payments made upon the mere filing with the court by plaintiff's counsel of an affidavit of noncompliance. There shall be no need for any further court appearances. Defendant agrees to waive the rights to a statutory 21-day appeal period upon entry of this judgment. It is hereby ordered that all payments are to be made through the Office of Plaintiff's Counsel at 30057 Orchard Lake Road, Suite 200, Farmington Hills, Michigan 48334, or to such other addresses plaintiff's counsel shall direct. Further, this resolves the last pending claim and except for collection efforts closes the case.
Does that sound about right to you? Yeah. Counsel, because he's going to be traveling abroad soon, is it okay for you to email that to the court and I can print it and have him sign it today?
I sure will. And with the email?
You can send it to Judge Simmons Courtroom, one word,
Judge
at Lansing. Yep, Judge Simmons courtroom at lansingmi.gov.
I'm sorry. Judge Simmons courtroom at what now?
Lansing,
Oh,
M like Michigan, I like igloo, .gov.
.gov. Fantastic. I'll take care of it right now.
Thank
Do you want me to
you.
stay
You
on the
send it-
phone or are we done?
Yeah, yep, if you sign it and send it with your signature, I'll have him sign it before he leaves, and then you're all set to go.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm disconnecting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can have a seat, sir, until we get it. No problem. And sir, what's your name?
Skylar Alana.
The attorney's on her way. She was on Zoom. Connection problems.
Let me see here. You're Skylar Alana. You have an attorney?
No, ma'am.
I didn't think so. Mr. Levine was representing Autumn Nettles. Is he the one who's on his way?
Yeah.
Autumn Nettles is present.
Yes,
My
ma'am.
email's fatigue, so I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Sounds good. And then I don't have anybody else on my document. I'm not following why. A counsel for Midland.
Hi, good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. I don't have you on my docket today.
I wanted to confirm that you received the joint pretrial statements. I figure I better show up just in case. I know that once it was e-filed, we usually don't have to appear, particularly when counsel is on the opposing side. But it's Midland versus Bushra Amori.
Do you have a case number?
Yeah, it is case number 2408360 GC.
They removed it and they scheduled a bench trial.
Yep, we received it and bench trial has been scheduled for July 18th.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. You ladies have a great afternoon.
Thank you, same to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Mr. Brunette, were you all set in the meeting room with Ms. Graham?
Yes, Your Honor. We were able to reach an agreement on a payment plan. I could put that on the record if you'd like, Your Honor, or if you have a full docket, I could submit some kind of an order or something.
Well, we can put it on the record now. I have a LAFQ versus Andrea Graham 23-03096. Mr. Brunette is present on behalf of LAFQ and Ms. Graham is present without counsel. This was for a show cause hearing following bench warrant. The parties have entered a resolution for payment plan. Counsel, you can put the terms on the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Graham has agreed to a payment plan to pay $200 a month starting April 1st. She's going to do that for 6 months, and then she's going to pay $250 a month every month after that until paid in full. I did request that she send us some documents that were in the subpoena. I gave her a list of those, and we'll include those in our follow-up letter to her. But we would ask the court for a control date, perhaps mid-April, just to give her a chance to get those documents together and over to us, and then we can, of course, cancel the court date if we receive them all.
April 22nd at 2.
Okay, I'm putting that on my calendar.
No problem.
Your Honor, I'm not sure, were there any, do you happen to know if there was any bench warrant bond proceeds?
It looks like she was given a PR bond.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Ms. Graham, is there anything else that you have a question about today?
No. Thank you guys for your patience.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set.
You guys have a good week.
Same to you. Attorney Bader? I don't know what matter. Is he on this matter? Attorney David Bader?
Is that the one that's trying to send the
Oh,
agreement?
I'm not sure.
I think it is.
Got it. We actually have to do these over. It says no PR man, but I don't think that's what my note says.
No PR 14 days.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the email yet?
No, I haven't. So the last one from Mr. Kesky.
Great. Let's see. Yeah, so this. I just did that. Just here. Incorrect?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't get it.
yet. No.
Okay, council. I have Autumn Nettles versus Skylar Alana.
Thank you.
24-07783.
Good morning, I should say good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Levine on behalf of Autumn Nettles, she's present by Zoom.
Okay, and then I have Skylar Alana present in person. I know we reset this for some outside resolution to take place. Has this matter been resolved?
No, it has not, Your Honor. The adverse party counsel that was representing the defendant on the other matter, that we would hope that the controversy here would get absorbed or subsumed in, he's no longer representing him. That said, I filed our portion meaning my plaintiff, my client, my portion of the joint pretrial statements. I guess it would be pretrial statement. And in the midst of doing that in the past 24 hours, it's my understanding that the parties directly had a conversation, and now it's encouraging that they're going to agree to something, but at least we got the pretrial statement done. And now that I'm here in person with the benefit of seeing the defendant, I have nothing against talking to him. And I also think, based on what my client described, that we should have this matter resolved.
Okay, so you did not file a joint pretrial statement?
I did file it, but technically it's not joint since the defendant didn't contribute to it. I tried getting a hold of him. I just did a pretrial statement for one side of it.
Okay, well then, because without a signature, it's just gonna get rejected.
Completely understood. Now, I did bring 3 physical copies in addition to the one that I filed.
We can go
So
through
we
it with
can
him and
amend it?
see if he has any concerns or changes. It's pretty straightforward, but if you have any concerns, he can cross it out and fix it if necessary, and then you guys can sign it today and we'll take it.
Great, I'll appreciate that, Your Honor.
Okay, and so that will, once I get that signed, that'll be what we use to kick out any next dates. If you all come to a resolution, you can just file that in writing through my file.
Absolutely, we'll do that terribly, Your Honor. And I appreciate Your Honor being accommodating to me coming in.
No
Person. It was remarkable, I think.
No problem. Thank you. Mr. Bader, were you able to email us that form? You can't hear her. You're muted.
I was having an email from my Michigan office, as I was unable to do it for my current office I'm in right now. I've been told that they're doing it right this second, so it should be in your office.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Okay.
Judge, can I confirm you received it?
No, we've not.
It's Judge Simmons Courtroom at lansing.gov.
At lansingmi.gov.
Lansing, I'm sorry, Lansing, one more time.
Lansing, Michigan, igloo.gov.
Mi.gov. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll have them redo it. Thank you.
No problem.
Judge, you're still waiting for me. You should have it now.
We do not.
Do not.
What, can you put your email in the chat? We will send you an email from that email so that you have the correct email.
Okay, thank you.
I will take it back. What is it? For, is it for non-payment? Yes.
Balance due.
The person was in and out of the hospital on the 10th of last month. I'm not sure that she can have her drug address when she gets there and she communicate that to her. Received this? Okay, we received your email, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you'll just send it back to me when it's all signed?
All right, it'll actually be uploaded into my file.
Okay, very good. Thank you all. Sorry for the
Thank
delay.
you.
Bye-bye.
No problem. Need a pen. Should be filled out because complaint was for termination. No, it never came to that. Oh. Does he have it? Yeah. Oh.
So it didn't really specify. Do I just get a hold of them to know where to pay? They just kind of gave me an address, but they didn't say like, hey, write a check out or.
Your question is, where do you pay?
Yeah, like they just gave me an address. I just like send a check. You know what I mean?
Velocity Investments, this look like who you owe the debt to.
Okay, so just get a
So
hold of
write it to that person and then send it to that address. But you can contact that attorney if you have any other questions.
Okay.
Do you want a copy of this, sir?
I took pictures.
Okay, well, it doesn't have my signature on it. I just signed it.
Oh, well, then yes, I would like a copy.
Give us one more minute. understand what they're saying. Same to you. And then I don't know what Mr. Levine might do. His client is still waiting. Was she supposed to be? Okay, sounds good. We're gonna figure out the joint